What's going on, guys? So we're gonna work back on the Dodge today after I clean the lens for you guys, because it's pretty dirty. Hold on a second. There we go. So we're gonna work on the Dodge. We were actually working on the Jeep, and we just painted the frame. So here's some of the old stuff, you know, typical Jeep stuff, same stuff we do all the time. And frame repaired and good to go. So we're waiting for the primer to dry so we can throw some paint on it. So what better time to work on the dirty old dusty Dodge? Ooh, should we name it Dusty? That's not a bad idea. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Dusty. I don't know. Let me know. But what we're going to be doing today is we got a lovely package from some friends of ours. And I'll pull it out here so you guys can see it. Alright, so we got a nice little package from the seat shop. And as you guys know, our seat has been damaged. And so what we did is I actually reached out to the seat shop and said, hey guys, I need a seat for my truck. And they sent me one. So thank you so much to the seat shop. You guys are awesome. They sent it out to me. We're going to make a video on it. Now, I already opened the box and took a look at it. Because, guys, like I do with every single video that I do where someone sends me something, I want to make sure that the quality is good before I even make a video on it. And I will tell you the quality on the setup is good. So we ordered, and I'll show you this in a couple minutes, the seat foam cushion as well as the cover so that we can replace the foam and the cover. Now, we're going to try to do this in the truck because I don't want to take these seats out. And if any of you guys are familiar with these things, the seats not only have a bolt here, right there, but it's also bolted to the centerpiece. And the bolt is underneath. It's actually a nut. So you have to unbolt both the driver's side and the passenger side, lift everything up so that you can unscrew the center console. Then you can get the driver's seat out. But I think we can do this in the truck. So we're going to give that a shot. So what it looks like for right now is we got to pull the handle off. We got to pull the switch panel off. And then I think we can get it. So let's give that a shot. So I'm not going to go too detailed in how all this is put together, because there's a really excellent video on how to install these. So there's a really good installation video on the Seat Shop's YouTube channel, which I'll link down in the description. But basically you have these plastic retainers that retain on the actual seat frame itself. And all you have to do is get in there with like a screwdriver, hook it and push in, and it'll pop right out. So we'll do that on both sides here. Get that one out. And you do have to watch out for the wiring harness and everything that sits right there. And then I believe it's the same deal on the front, except it kind of rolls up and under. Which I think all we'll have to do is just kind of pull. Yep, that's it. Just pull it off of here. And that's what it looks like. And it kind of rolls like this. Rolls kind of under, and then it hooks down in. So it's an interesting way that, you know, once you get it up in there, you spin it around and it hooks up in there. So that'll be fun to put back on. But let me get the other side and we'll pull this cushion off. All right, so you got the one attachment point in the front, one attachment point in the back, and then there's like it's almost like a bra strap that goes across the back of it. I don't know how to explain it any other way. But it hooks onto itself and holds the cushion. And so now we're ready to actually take the cushion out. And you can take the whole thing out all at once, if we're lucky. All right, should come right out. There we go. Okay, so let's go over the attachment points real quick. we've got 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Those connect first. Then there is a 4th right here. That one connects again. And then here's a strap I was telling you about. Kind of goes around and latches into the other side. So now that we got that out, I think I might go ahead and treat this seat with a little bit of rust converter, just because I hate rust and that looks pretty disgusting. So let's go ahead and treat that. Alright, so not the best job in the world, but no longer crusty rusty. Looks halfway decent. Painted the carpet a little bit. It'll buff out. But we got the majority of the rust taken care of, and eventually I'm probably going to change this carpet anyway, so not a huge deal. But didn't feel like pulling all 3 seats out. We're working on this one right now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the foam out and we're going to put the foam on here. Now what you don't want to be doing when you're installing seat covers is taking your dirty nasty gloves and touching all your new seat cover. So we're going to take our gloves off, we'll put the foam in, and then we're going to put the cover on. Alright, so we got the foam installed, and actually pretty easy. Not too bad. We did have to cut out this little section where our switches are. So once the cover goes on and it pulls it down, we'll have room for the switches under the foam. Now you want to make sure that you're being super careful with this, because it is actually very easy to tear it. You don't want to be yanking and pulling. You kind of want to get it into place. There's a little bit of a weird little lip back here that has to come through the back of the seat, right in between there. So you kind of have to finagle that down through there, and don't yank on that because you'll rip this foam padding. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set the cover in there and get all that stuff snaked through, and then we'll be good to go. So we've got the cover basically on, but I wanted to show you guys a key point on this, is that these covers are actually held by Velcro. There's a Velcro strip here, and there's a Velcro strip in the cushion. So what I did is I lined up the rear Velcro strip first, and then just got in there and pushed that down to make sure that was stuck. And now we're going to do the 2 sides, get those in there, push those down, and then we can basically stretch the cover over the cushion. So I need 2 hands to do that, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, so we got it all stretched out, we got it Velcroed down. Now we just have to flip it inside out and do all the attachment points. But on the video on the Seat Shop's YouTube channel, go check them out. You basically want to stretch this so that it lines up pretty evenly with the front of the foam cushion. This way when you go to flop everything over, then you're not going to have a hard time getting it over there and getting everything latched up. So I'm going to do that now. I also have to cut a hole in the cover for the switch panel, but I want to do that once I've got this panel down. So let me get everything attached and we'll bring you back and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Alrighty, lady and gentlemen, just some light in there for you. There it is, fully installed, 100% good to go. Now you guys will notice just a very slight color difference, and the reason being is this is a brand new cushion. This is a 14-year-old cushion that's been sitting in the sun for 14 years. So there's going to be just a shade of color difference. So if you're worried about that, be sure to get both the lower and the upper, which they do sell as well, for both sides, because you're never going to match them again exactly unless you've got a truck that's been in the garage for its entire life and never seen the light of day, or you had seat covers on it or whatever. But now we have no more issue here. We got our switches installed, and that's the only part that made me super nervous, was cutting a hole in this brand new cover for these switches. But it's pretty easy. I actually used the old cover as kind of a template and just kind of drew a line real quick and cut this around. But we got our nice little flappy there. Everything is as it should be. New cushion. Here's what the back looks like. So the back of it is all clipped in. There's one clip under there that holds this piece on here, and then there's several others, and there's that little bra strap deal that goes across the back. We got that all done. We got our little lever back on. So we are having to lubricate the slides because they sound terrible because they were covered in rust. But now we have a brand new seat. Seat's absolutely gorgeous. It matches the factory trim so well. It looks exactly like it. I mean, the pattern, you can even tell the pattern is identical. So the Seat Shop, good job, guys. If you want to head over to their site, check them out. All right, guys, so pretty awesome stuff from theseatshop.com. Do me a favor, go over to their site. If you've got a Chevy, a Dodge, a Ford, they make several other seat covers and cushions and replacements for other vehicles. Hit up theseatshop.com. They're going to be giving me a discount code to forward to you guys, and I'll stick that right up in this general area somewhere. Use that discount, you'll get 10% off. Use that discount code and you'll get 10% off of your entire order. So, want to redo the seats in your vehicle? It's pretty easy. I think that took us about an hour in total. So, if you're in the market to redo your interior, go visit theseatshop.com. Go visit the Seat Shop's YouTube channel. They have amazing tutorials on how to install all of their products. You can't go wrong with them. And now, our interior, aside from needing to be vacuumed, steam cleaned, and de-black iced, is perfect. So again, thank you to our friends over at the Seat Shop. Go check out their website. Use the discount code. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one, which will probably be the lift, tires, wheels, fender flare. We got all kinds of stuff for the truck, so stay tuned. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah.